Traders in the building, you already know what time it is, man. It's that time of the week where I do the weekly analysis, and today I'll be analyzing the dollar index, gold, US30 and US100. And as you can see in front of us, we have the dollar index, and I'm currently bullish on this particular instrument. And to explain why, it's simply because we are in a bullish trend. I say this because we keep making higher highs in this rising channel, and we keep making higher lows. Another reason is currently at the moment we are above a level of sensitivity, we are above a support. This was previously a resistance, of course. The market broke above, came back, couldn't break below, and at the moment the market is pushing away from that area. Another reason is if you move to a weekly time frame, you will notice that we just recently broken above a resisting trend line, minor structure, of course. As you can see, this is where there was the first high, second touch, of course, and a third touch which the market rejected. However, at the moment we did get that breakout from this trend line, so which is this is why I'm expecting a continuation to the upside. So now, how can you take advantage of this move? It's easy. Go to a smaller time frame and you look for structure. So at the moment I have my two areas of interest that I had already marked from last week. This is an area of resistance and a support that I'm interested to buy. Should the market break this resistance over here, it will then turn it into a support, and then this is where I want to buy. Or should the market then exactly where we are actually at the moment, the market is ready for a buy. So of course, should the market open next week and we're still at this support, this is the right area for you to look for buys. Unless the market could then end up breaking below this structure, then this would mean the market probably is coming back to this low over here. So I mean, it would make sense for us to then continue selling the market at that point. But at the moment I am bullish, and you should be bullish. There's nothing more, there's nothing less. Moving on to the second instrument of the day, this is gold, and I am bullish on this particular instrument. Let's go to the monthly time frame first so I can show you why that is. So as you can see, we do have a trend line that we just recently broken above. So this is the trend line, first touch, second touch, and there was a third touch over there, which then now at the moment the market is broken above that structure. Another reason is we did have this area of sensitivity over here. You notice that this was a resistance. So anytime the market reached this resistance over here, it rejected, reached and rejected, reached, rejected. However, at the moment you can see that the market is clearly broken above that structure, and at the moment the market doesn't seem like it's gonna come back for a retest. I did think that last week maybe we were gonna get a retest. However, by the look of things, it seemed like the market is just going to continue going up. However, though, that's not how the market usually moves. It should give us a retest somehow. There should be a retest, but at this point I think it's only safe for us to continue by the market unless proven otherwise. Then we can start selling this market. So how can you take advantage of this move going to the upside? We need to go to a smaller time frame, so I will choose the daily time frame so that maybe we can see what's currently happening in that market. So as you can see, last week I expected that the market would probably come back to this support before we can see those buys. However, as you can see, the market just continued its bullish run. Maybe if you go to a 4-hour time frame, you will see some structure over there that we have just recently broken. This is an area that the market created last week. This was the high, and of course, as you can see, it has broken above it. So maybe what we can do for the week that is coming, we can pay attention to what the market does on this structure over here. Should the market come and respect this structure, we continue buying. But should the market come and break this high over here, of course, then it would mean this is the shoulder, left shoulder, the head, and a right shoulder. Then we would start to sell the market back to this support over here. But at the moment I'm bullish on this particular instrument, and you should be bullish too. There's nothing more, there's nothing less. Moving on to US30, the bearish on this particular instrument. So let's go to a higher time frame first. If we go to the weekly time frame, rather the monthly time frame, you will notice that the market is clearly bullish. Of course, the market since November has been going up. Another reason is we had broken above a very significant high of that time, and we are now on new higher highs. And now another reason is if you look at this particular structure over here, you will see that from November the market has been printing out bullish candlesticks. It's only now this month that we are getting a bearish candlestick. So this could potentially mean that the market has exhausted its bullish run. So now probably investors, those who are buying, have took their profit, which we can then expect a retest back to this support and then a continuation. So now what I'm looking at on a smaller time frame, if you go to a daily time frame, you will notice that we did have a structure that we had marked last week, thinking that the market was gonna buy from. I had this resistance and I had this support, and my thing was, because we are in a bullish trend, probably the market could buy from this support or could buy if we could break this resistance and continue going up. However, as you can see, then the market acted as created this, printed a double top over there, and of course this is the neckline. The market then broke it, came back for a retest, and then it sold. So my expectation for the week that is coming is that the market could potentially come back to this area over here, and then we can sell from there, because though we are bullish on a higher time frame, of course it makes sense that the market could come back down to this support, because the market will never just continue going up. At some point we need to get that retracement, so probably this is the beginning of that retracement. So be on the safe side. I mean, if you try to sell this market now on this structure over here and it ends up breaking above, then don't try to sell it again. Just continue buying, because it would mean the trend, the market is back again on the trend, and potentially we are moving up again. So that's all I have for this particular instrument, US30. There's nothing more, there's nothing less. Closing with this one, US100. On this one, I'm kind of in between, right? And I'll explain why. Because if you look at this market, we have a high over here and we have a low over here, and the market, ever since it came in between this structure, it's just been going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So last week we did seem like the market was going to break this support. However, as you can see, on Friday we ended up closing above that structure again. So it's a bit not so easy to understand at the moment. However, following price action, you would say that the market has just broken below the trend line. Of course, you can see that the channel was created over here. Again, we can look at this as a double top, that the market created a double top over here, and so maybe a breakout would make sense, and a retest around the structure to the downside. However, you need to pay very careful attention at this structure, because anything could happen really. If you go to a smaller time frame, you will notice that this is a clear area of range where the market has not been going up or down. It's just moving sideways. Of course, you can see that the market is trapped in between these highs and these lows over here. So now last week the market came to this low, which is obviously somewhere around this area over here, and then it started to buy again. So maybe what we can do for the week that is coming is we can wait for price to come back to this resistance, and this is where we would like to sell, because should the market then break above this resistance, then it would mean it's a continuation for buys. And now if the market respects that resistance, it means we can sell that market back to this support. Or what could happen is, should then the market end up coming back to this support first, we then look for buys, and should then the market break that structure, then it would confirm that the market is changing direction and potentially giving us that retest that is similar to US30 back to this support over here. I think that's all I have for the week that is coming, man. There's nothing more, there's nothing less. If you found this video valuable, please do comment on the comment section, like this content, subscribe to the channel so that I can grow as you also grow. That's all I have for the week that is coming, man. Thank you for watching up to this far. I love you guys, and I am out.